Change your life in 6 months, they say, right? If you've been in several of the online entrepreneurship spaces, you've probably heard this before, right? Like if you lock down and, you know, give some dedicated work every single day for 6 months straight, right? You could change your life. Well, in our case, we deal here with digital marketing primarily, right? Digital marketing, affiliate marketing. And, if you haven't heard it, I've heard it several times. I've heard it more than enough, right? And I've actually also seen it. I've actually also seen it in action with various different people. I've seen different people start from scratch, and actually within 3 months, they've managed to make some significant changes. Well, that's what we're going to be experimenting with here. Well, I shouldn't call it experimenting. We're going to be using, I should call it more of a documenting, right? Documenting, journaling, case studying, I don't know. But today's June 1st, right? It's a new month. I can't believe it. We're already 5 months into the year, right? And we're going to give ourselves a head start with regards to that whole 6 month thing, right? We actually have 7 months till the end of the year. Now, two of the courses, in fact, one of the courses, main one, right, and then there's another one. I have them both linked in the description below this video, right? But the one that is called Digital Wealth Academy, right? You may or may not have heard about it, but that is one of the well, that's probably one of the most popular, digital marketing courses out there right now in the course selling space, right? Digital product selling space. That is probably one of the most popular ones right now. It is, it boasts over 100,000 students that have bought the course, and some have been successful, made money with it, others haven't, right? And it basically teaches you how to create your own digital products and sell other people's digital products with affiliate marketing, right? And the course itself has, it has an affiliate program, which, full disclosure, I purchased it myself, and that link that you see in the description below, that is my affiliate link, right? And they pay out an 85% commission. Now, the good thing about it is, they do have payment plans, right? You can get started for as little as, I think it's like 40 something dollars per month or so, until you pay the entire value, the full price of the course, whatever that is, right? It's still, at the time of this recording anyway, it's $497, but you can split that up into payments, right, and get started that way. Now, we are going to be using that course over the next, we're going to be using the contents of that course, right? Basically, what is taught in that course to implement in various different arenas. Like basically, I'm not just going to be promoting that course alone. I'm going to be using what's taught in that course. Let's battle test it and see if we can use that to promote other products and other niches as well, right? Besides just promoting the course, and see what kind of impact that could have, right, on the bottom line. Now, I literally have watched people get started with this exact same course and literally change their lives, right? Make life-changing income. Now, that is not to say in any way, shape, or form that is going to do the exact same for you, right? But I'm going to be documenting my journey with this particular one, right? And sharing it with you here, right? And of course, you are free to participate as well, right? Rather than just sit on the sidelines. But it's, in case, for those of you who are wondering, it's I'm on my lunch break right now. Those of you who've been around on my channel, you'll know that one of my, in fact, not one of my, it's my only side hustle slash part-time gig right now is refereeing small-sided soccer games on the weekends, right? I do that every Friday night, and Friday nights, and then all day Sunday, right? So I've been here all day since 11 a.m. I'm on, like, what would be my lunch break right now. I've got 2 more games to go do, and then I'll be done for the day. And talk about changing your life, making little differences. This has been something that I've been planning on quitting completely and just going 100%, relying 100% on my, my online business, right? But this is something that I've been planning to do, to get, to put aside by the end of this year, right, where I wouldn't be doing it anymore. Now, this, you know, this, I guess, case study slash journaling, whatever you want to call it, that I'm going to embark on is definitely going to be one of the things that at the very minimum, I would like to be able to use to replace replace the current income that that I get from this side hustle, right? Refereeing, right? That's why you see me all here, all bright and yellow, all right? For those of you who are familiar with soccer, referees, a lot of times we used to wear black a lot. Now they wear yellow. In fact, they're any kind of color that stands out, right? Stands out. That's different from the players on the field. But that's why in some of my videos, if you ever see me wearing this shirt, this color bright shirt with my hat on, especially, block out the sun and all that, it is definitely nine times out of 10 always going to be a Sunday, and then it could also be like a Friday night, right? But it's daytime now, so it's usually going to be a Sunday. And one of the things that, yeah, like I mentioned, right, this is going to be something that I'm looking to stop doing by the end of this year. So in one way or the other, right, if we could accomplish that, in a sense, I guess, 6 months could have changed my life in some aspect, but in some way, right? But at the very least, for those of you watching, if you do decide to get started with something similar, right, even if it doesn't make a significant change to you, right, a significant change in terms of like I guess, living circumstances, so to speak, right? Even if it doesn't make that change, it should change. It should make a significant change in your habits, right? Um, you know, it's one thing, like for me, right? I feel in a sense of accomplishment and a sense of encouragement, knowing that, knowing that I have the discipline to be able to do something and see it to completion. For instance, one of the things that I have been doing is uploading videos to YouTube every single day since December 1st of 2024. Now, has that made a significant impact financially, right, or progress wise, in terms of not necessarily, because I wouldn't necessarily call my what I've done on my YouTube channel like mind-blowing per se, right? Or like my channel hasn't blown up or anything, but hey, I just continue to keep going and just keep trying, even if things are like, so this is a perfect example of what I'm saying with reference to the fact that even if it doesn't change your circumstances, whether it's financially, primarily financially, right, in a big way, at the very minimum, it's going to improve your skill, right? So one thing that I have definitely, even though it might not look like it right now, I might not necessarily be the greatest person on camera, it has definitely improved my ability to, if I were to get into some kind of public speaking right now, if I had to speak on stage, it has given me a sense of confidence and ability to know that, okay, that I can talk. Like there was a time I would never get in front of a camera, like I would have been terrified to get on camera like this, right? But hey, this is just an example. Even if it does not change your situation, your like situation financially, in terms of, like, say, changing your life financially. Usually when we talk about changing your life, that's what most people are referring to, right, from a financial standpoint. So even if it doesn't, at the very least, you're going to pick up some major skills that you can use and apply to whatever, to so many different ventures, right? So keep that in mind, right? Do not get so hung up and caught up on getting, let's say, the financial results, right? Obviously that's going to be great. Obviously that's going to be good if things change in a major way, right? But you want to make sure, you want to know, you want to make sure, at the very least, you want to make sure that you are putting in the work, okay? Make sure at the very least that you're putting in the work, that you've done your part. Let's just put it that way, right? At the very least, you want to make sure that you've done your part. If things don't work out, let it not be because you did not do what you were supposed to do. Okay? So join me in this, right? Join me in this. Like this, 6 months. 6 months can change your life. We're gonna find out. I'm gonna be sharing everything that's going on here, right? I'm gonna be sharing all the different social media platforms that I'm gonna be on, implementing everything that is taught inside the Digital Wealth Academy, right? If you want to get access to that course yourself, it's going to be the second link in the description below this video. The first one is a link to a different course that teaches how to grow and monetize Threads, which is Instagram's version of X, or what was formerly Twitter, right? So those are the two main courses that I'm going through right now, that I'm going to be the things that I'm going to be implementing are going to come out from those two courses over the next 6 months, right? Basically till by the end of the year, right? We have 7 months now, so you got June. That's why I mentioned earlier, like kind of giving ourselves a head start with June, right? But the second half of the year would be the 6 months, but I'm trying to give myself a head start right now, build some momentum going into the final 6 months of the year, and let's see how things turn out. So much so that going into 2026, we're walking into 2026 like bosses, I guess. I don't know. But anyway, thank you ever so much for taking the time to watch. If you have any questions, comments, or suggestions, put in the comment section below. I will be sure to respond. Thank you for watching. Ciao.